Hey, Taryn Thompson here, your virtual health coach. Do you find yourself experiencing cravings for fatty foods? Do you salivate at the thought of bacon and deep fried onion rings and fried chips? Because if you do, then you want to stick around. In today's video, I'm going to let you know the number one reason why that is and 3 things you can do about it. So here are those 3 things. The first one is that you want to eat brassica vegetables, alright? So this is a family of vegetables and they're usually bitter greens. So things like spinach and kale and Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, cabbage, all these vegetables the liver loves, alright? And if you also find that you are experiencing a lot of belching and burping after your meals, then this is also a sign that the liver is really struggling, alright? And the liver and the gallbladder are best friends. So when one is struggling, the other is struggling also. So this is a sign that the gallbladder is under a bit of stress, which puts stress on the liver. You want to take note of if you are experiencing those things after you consume a meal. The second thing is you want to make sure that you are getting enough fiber. Alright, so fiber, I've got some things here that I think will really benefit you if you incorporate these into your meal. These are high sources of fiber that we don't typically tend to cook with as Westerners. Alright, so they're things like edamame beans. Edamame beans go great just boiled in salt water. They're great to have as a snack, even if you put them into a stir fry. Alright, you can even use lentils in a soup if you want to make a soup, or you can put chickpeas into a curry. For example, a chickpea and spinach curry, which goes down in our house a treat. So if you make sure that you have enough fiber in your diet, then it's really going to help with constipation, which is one of the symptoms that you can be experiencing. And when the bowels are obstructed like that, it really does put quite a lot of stress on the liver and allow for a lot of toxic buildup, which means the liver has to work through more and more things before it can actually start to take care of the things that are a higher priority. Alright, so if you make sure that you're getting enough fiber, it's going to help to make sure that your bowels are not obstructed. Okay, so the third thing that you want to do is take an omega-3 fish oil. Okay, now I'm actually going to recommend some sources of omega-3s in their food forms that you can look out for these things, like salmon, for example, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. But the amount of omega-3s that you actually need are going to need to come in a supplement form because you'd be quite deficient, and the liver actually needs more of these fat-soluble vitamins per day than what you would be able to get from just your food alone. Okay, so I'm going to recommend that you top that up with a fish oil. You want to be taking at least 2 grams a day, but ideally you want to be taking 4 to 6 grams a day. Now, what the liver actually wants is fat-soluble vitamins, and the only way that it can communicate to you that it needs these things, that it wants these things to help it out, is by producing a craving. Okay, so you actually, I know you think you want the fatty foods, but what your body wants and what your liver wants, more importantly, are those fat-soluble vitamins, right? So from your vegetables, you're going to be getting vitamin D, E, and K, which are all fat-soluble vitamins, but you want to make sure that you're getting even more of those essential fatty acids from a fish oil just to top them up. Alright, those are my top 3 best recommendations to help you with this craving. So if you got some value from that, feel free to like, comment, or share. I'm also going to let you know about a quiz that you can take. Now, there will be a bunch of other symptoms that you may be experiencing you may not even know are related to putting a little stress on the liver. So if you want to know what your dominant hormone imbalance is, then you want to go ahead and take this quiz, which is on our website. It's www.generationhealth.co.nz/quiz. Now, when you take this quiz, it's going to ask you a bunch of symptoms you're experiencing, and when you accumulate them all together, it's going to let you know what is your dominant hormone imbalance. Then you're going to get sent some top tips, which are going to allow you to address this hormone imbalance right away. Alright, so that website again is generationhealth.co.nz/quiz. Alright, feel free to like, comment, or share if you got some value.